Hey everyone, welcome to Who the Hell Asked. Byron and Slade, your boys back at it again with the gaming news, and
Boys back in town.
the boys are making. So, what do we have first off this week, Slade?
All right, let's talk about a certain YouTube game reviewer gone indie publisher.
Yes,
VideoGameDunkey is introducing a company that will publish games. I believe it's called BigMode.
BigMode is here. A quote passionate voice for quality, originality, and fun in indie games. So Dunkey announced this on the 21st, about 4 days ago from when we are recording this, and yeah, kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy, like seeing a YouTuber kind of go into the space about publishing games on that, especially one that's kind of known for his comedic reviewing of video games. Dunkey's, obviously really popular and whatnot. I think any game that he slaps his name on is gonna, at the very least, get his audience interested in it. So I think this is a good thing for indie developers, especially considering how predatory some indie publishing companies are.
Yeah,
But this has not been met with the most positive reception. So a lot of users on Twitter, I'm not going to name any of them because, quite frankly, I don't want to give them the traffic, kind of are, and I guess they're just dunking all over it, I guess. Because,
dunking.
Dunkey's, pretty notorious for his dislike for JRPGs and whatnot. And obviously, a lot of people don't understand that his channel is comedy. So they take a lot of the shit he says about games at face value. But I don't know. I think it's just a lot of hot air. And, people just choosing to be selectively outraged about non-issues.
I don't really have an opinion on Dunkey. I've rarely heard of the guy. Haven't seen any of his videos. I've seen
He's
memes, but that's
pretty
about it.
popular.
But yeah, he's looking for at BigMode fun games with fun, substance, originality, passion, and artistry. Devs with a clear, strong vision, and devs with deep gaming experience and understanding. But also, I fucking love this. Please note, we are not accepting any games that use NFTs, crypto, or blockchain. Round of fucking applause. Round of applause.
Yeah, so obviously Dunkey's got some positive press and publicity going into in regards to not accepting NFTs, crypto, all that.
Yeah,
so,
and
good for Dunkey.
Yeah, and looking for quality originality is a unique and powerful way for great indie devs to stand out. And we can get involved at any stage from pitch to near completion. We can also assist with any standard publishing needs you may have, including funding, development support, PR and community management, QA, porting, localization, and merchandising. Now, the one issue I have with this,
go ahead.
There should have been at least one game announced here that's going to be published by BigMode, I feel, to inspire a confidence that this isn't a vanity project.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like that probably wasn't possible unless they got their names out there, because, that would require kind of Dunkey to approach some indie studio trying to make a game. It's like, hey, listen, I want to publish your game. And could you really take a YouTuber, seriously? If, they walked up to you?
If they have a big enough audience, yes.
I don't know. I think it really depends, because just having a big audience doesn't make you super serious and in terms of how you're willing to structure contracts with fucking game developers.
No, but it seems like he has a plan already in place with the fact that he has this website
why
up
I
and
feel
stuff,
like they posted the website whatnot up so that they could get the veneer at least of a respectable publishing company out there before trying to either approach or have some of these indie studios approach him, right? And you also got to remember, again, Dunkey is a comedy channel and whatnot that goes about reviewing games in a very weird way. There would obviously, to me, there would be a lot of caution and skepticism if you were to approach any indie company without putting all this out there
I
first.
guess. I don't know how much
That's
of a
just my
success.
opinion.
That's fair. I don't know how much of a success this will be at all, if he will get any games at all, in all honesty. But
I think at the very least, it's worth seeing, something play out. I think if you're an indie studio who's really passionate about developing a game and trying to get a game out there, you could do worse than going to what is this, BigMode?
yeah,
In my opinion, because again, there's a lot of predatory indie publishing studios out there.
yeah, and if
They
it
end up
does work,
screwing indie developers. Like for example, the developers of Bug Fables got kind of screwed by their publisher.
Yeah.
Which is pretty well known.
Well, if
So,
it works out, it's great for the industry. There's another place for indie devs to get their games published and have stuff like PR, merchandising, development, all that. So if there are games that do like get published because of this, or games that even get finished because of this, that end up being good games, whether it's genres me and Slade like or not, it's a good thing in the grand scheme of things. Hopefully this is a success, but we'll keep on this as an ongoing story.
oh yeah, for sure.
And speaking of things that may or may not be ongoing, we have G4TV. If you don't know, G4 was an old TV channel back in the early 2000s. It got brought back this past fall, and there's some major layoffs.
Oh yeah, so it looks like X-Play and some of the other shows that they put on Twitch are getting cut. It seems like they kind of took, and I haven't really watched G4TV at all. In fact, I honestly didn't even know they were back. I thought they were still dead up until I see that they're laying off a bunch of employees. So it looks like they're going to die again. I digress. It looks like they took an approach towards esports and whatnot in general.
Mhm.
And I don't think it's their worst idea, but the issue is most companies of video games kind of already have coverage of their own esports, as well as YouTubers that passionately follow the game and have their own audiences and whatnot.
Yeah, like,
And I think a general channel that covers esports in general just largely isn't going to be successful because you have to encroach on a lot of spaces.
yeah, and I think that's just what, like, not even besides the esports thing. I think just like in general, G4 was already going to have a tough time dealing with the competition in this space nowadays as compared to when G4 was on cable TV back in the day. Because you have obviously a lot of these independent media outlets, Kotaku, Vice, Eurogamer, all those major gaming news websites with their own YouTube channels covering it, and obviously independent news YouTubers covering this, whether they have like a team of like 1, 2, few, maybe 10 at the most.
I mean, hell, technically that's us too.
Yeah, technically we are a 2-man team.
Oh yeah, so it's a difficult space to get into.
Absolutely, it is a rough space, even if they have some of the names of modern day and of the past. Doesn't seem like it's a big success. 3 sources have told Kotaku that G4's finances have been in bad shape for some time, and managers are tasked with looking for cost savings wherever possible. Apparently, a few months ago, there was like an all-hands-on-deck meeting, and then G4 president was outed and was replaced by Comcast Spectacor's executive Joe Marsh, who, is just slashing the budgets, and some other hosts have been fired in the time since this article's come out, and it's not looking good for old G4.
Yeah, as I said, I did not even know that they were back. So you already know. I understand that obviously Byron and I aren't going to see every bit of news media that happens over the years as we've kind of done this channel, which I can't believe it's been almost multiple years. Wow.
We'll be covering 3 Game Awards shows come
Yeah,
December,
but
which is fucking crazy when you think about it.
yeah, the fact that either one of us could miss that they were even back around to begin with is
Well, no, I knew they were back. You did, though.
yeah, I did not. I
Yeah.
still think like that's not a good sign in terms of like
Yeah.
how they market themselves out there.
Yeah,
So
like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where G4 goes from there. Maybe they'll start putting up as part of their programming blocks older episodes of shows from G4's past. That would probably get a little bit of good
yeah,
viewership at least, because I've seen some of the re-uploads on YouTube. The views they get, man. Ooh, holy shit. It's more than current G4 gets. Hell, some of those outside media outlets, Spawn Wave, Kinda Funny Games, Easy Allies, like places like those are getting double, triple, quadruple the views that G4 gets.
yeah, and it seems like everybody's like really covering it. So we're gonna leave it to experts that have followed the situation from beginning to end. Let's go
We
ahead and
will
go
we
on
will
to our
report on if it dies though.
yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
be there for
We
the
will report on it if it dies.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it or if anything major happens from G4, like a situation as big as like this. And speaking of situations that were big, we had a restructuring, didn't we, Slade?
yeah, so starting with Bonnie Ross leaving 343 Studios due to family medical issue, which Byron and I hope that that's going
Yep,
well for everybody involved.
yep,
Um,
absolutely. Prayers to the Ross family for that. But
yeah,
she is leaving after 15 years and is leaving Microsoft after 28 years in gaming at the company, which is a long time.
that is a long time. And I know that obviously this isn't the best of reasons for anybody to leave the company, but
Yep.
there is a lot of good riddance kind of messaging coming out of the woodworks for this.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, we don't want to see family issues to ever take place on anybody.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
the fans of Halo are not exactly upset to see her go.
Yeah, so we covered this a few weeks ago with the Halo Infinite content delays and the cancellation of local split screen co-op.
Oh yeah.
And
We've
no, go on, Slade.
no, I said we've covered quite a bit on Halo Infinite's, shortcomings and honestly the downfall of the Halo series as a whole since Bungie left all the way back to when Halo Reach was released, and they went on to make Destiny.
Yep,
That's been
and
another
Destiny too.
separate journey of its own.
Yep,
But
and 343 is getting restructured with new leadership. Production lead Pierre Hintz takes on the role left by Bonnie Ross.
yeah, and
So
I imagine that's not going to be the end of their restructuring.
yeah,
Again, we wish her the best and whatnot. We wish the best for her family and everything.
yes,
But again, I think with how much Halo has consistently failed time and again since the release of Halo Reach, and even more so just seeing how at best incompetent the studio looks for Halo Infinite,
yeah.
and at worst how deliberately horrible they're treating the product. Um, I think again nobody's exactly upset that she's gone.
Yep. The company also told Windows Central that the studio's senior leadership team is being expanded. Brian Koski, who previously headed up the marketing, will become the general manager of the franchise, while business operations and esports head Elizabeth Van Wyck will oversee business and operations. What do you think of these changes, and do you think, since you are the Halo fan of us two, do you think this will help, hurt, or do like nothing for Halo Infinite?
So it's kind of weird because this is kind of one of those things where we're gonna have to wait and see, because I think that the most important thing that they did was they need to change up like leadership and whatnot. They need somebody to kind of like right the ship, so to speak, and
Yeah.
kind of like have a clear vision and direction they want the franchise to go. I can't tell you whether or not either of these individuals is the right person for that because they don't. Frankly, they don't have a track record outside of working with 343. So
Yeah.
that does not bode well, considering 343's kind of known ineptitude. But maybe there was somebody within 343 that has the ability to be that leader that the franchise desperately needs them to be. So, as I said, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Where my confidence level at out of 10 right now would probably be a 3 out of 10, which is obviously not good.
Mhm.
But I think it's a lot better than what we have done with the known issues that we've had with who we've had up until now.
Yeah.
So,
Our final topic. Speaking of things that did not bode well, the single biggest story in gaming throughout the past couple of weeks, because TGS may not have had anything for us, but we certainly got stuff with Grand Theft Auto 6 leak. Now, for the safety of the channel, I picked out articles, I picked out screenshots, I picked out websites that didn't show the leaks, because there's a lot. And Rockstar and Take-Two have been on a takedown spree of videos and images from sites like Twitter and YouTube. So, for the safety of the channel, we will talk about stuff. We are not going to show stuff. Again, for the safety of the channel.
Yeah, so long story short, about a week and a half ago, Grand Theft on September 19th, I guess it's not a week and a half ago, it's exactly a week ago.
About a week ago.
A user on GTA forums called T-Patuber Hacker posted about 90 to 100 videos of a test build from Grand Theft Auto 6.
Which, today I learned there's a GTA forum, I guess. That's something new. But yeah, it was like gigabytes upon gigabytes upon gigabytes of stuff. And,
yeah.
Yeah, screenshots were put all over, and stuff were put all over YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, elsewhere. You've probably seen it, Slade. I've seen it.
Yeah, so obviously this is a game that's very early in development, so the footage isn't exactly super flattering. I think that might have been their intention when they were showing it off.
Yeah.
I digress. To make a long story short, this has embroiled Rockstar Games to go after not just this individual, but everybody who's posting videos and whatnot, sharing the leaks everywhere.
Yeah,
and,
hence why.
Also put out.
Hence why we're not showing a damn thing about the actual contents of the leak, because we want this channel to still be up.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're not trying to die here.
But yeah, and apparently, also some source code for GTA 5 and 6. So Rockstar tweeted out, we recently suffered a network intrusion, which that network intrusion was from Slack, because obviously Rockstar Games and a lot of other developers are partially using, if not fully using, work from home game development.
Mm-hmm.
And so the hacker somehow got into the Slack channels and got all of this information. Early development footage. We don't know how long GTA 6 has been in development for, so this could be like a couple years old footage of GTA 6 that has surfaced on the internet. But yeah, at this time, Rockstar Games does not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effect on the development of ongoing projects. We're really disappointed to have any details for our next game shared with you all in this way. Our work on the next GTA game will continue as planned, and we remain committed as ever to delivering an experience. We'll update everyone again soon, and of course, we will properly introduce you to the next game when it's ready. So, yeah. It's,
for anybody who's seen the footage, obviously this is a game in very early development.
Yeah,
and clearly it wasn't ready to be shown. So.
Yeah, and there were people in two different camps that I've seen on Twitter. The one camp, this game looks fucking bad. And the
idiot camp.
Yeah, those people don't understand game development. And then the others are like, oh, this looks good for early in development.
Yeah.
And I assume they used a lot of GTA 5 assets, at least early on in development.
And we could say all we want about Rockstar Games and their history and whatnot. They do have a moniker of quality that comes with their games. So,
yeah, like otherwise GTA 5 wouldn't be one of the best-selling video games of all time, probably the best-selling game on Steam of all time, or at least up there in the conversation.
Yeah, so again, we probably shouldn't be overreacting to early development footage and whatnot. But that's not the end of this news cycle.
No.
UK authorities have arrested a teenager linked to the GTA 6 leak.
Yes, so a 17-year-old in the UK may have led to the capture of one of the biggest game-related leakers in recent history. London police forces confirmed their apprehension of an Oxford suspect on a social media channel regularly used for police updates. The charge was followed hours later by a report from American freelance journalist Matthew Keyes alleging that the arrest revolved squarely around the recent theft and distribution of unreleased assets from British video game studio Rockstar North. So yeah, they found him, and they arrested him because this person also was part in a recent massive breach of Uber's data as well. So this hacker is on something else, and the person's name, their username is Lapsus Money Sign.
Yeah, you know that's somebody that's like fucking still a child with like a username. But just one of the posted comments that I think does a really good job kind of getting to the point is that as soon as I saw it was a 17-year-old, I figured the odds of him being undone by bragging about it to the wrong person or large group of people increased about 1,000%.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not wrong.
I mean, crazy that this kid's already got this crazy track record for hacking and whatnot. But like, at the same time, you have to figure, well, this 17-year-old's life just got completely undone. Like, I'm pretty sure like whatever life he thought he was going to have after this point is completely screwed now.
Lapus's hacking efforts, as they were chronicled by members on their official Telegram channel, many of the methods were publicly revealed. Someone in this group did the leaks, and goddamn.
Absolutely crazy news. So I think that's going to be just about everything for this news week. Byron.
Yeah, my God, GTA 6 getting leaked is an absolute wild story.
Yeah, I think this might be like some of the biggest leaks seen out there.
Yeah,
like all this footage and whatnot. Like you see stuff from like Smash Brothers get like hardcore covered and stuff like that, but really the majority of those are just text leaks or like
or we get stuff like the Giga leak, which is like decades old stuff from Nintendo getting leaked now. But
but like full on like source code for GTA 4 and 5 out there, as well as literal fucking almost a terabyte of footage of GTA 6. Just wow.
Yeah, guys.
That is crazy.
That is absolutely nuts. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Byron.
And this has been Slade.
And we will be back next week covering the gaming news. Bye-bye, everybody.